That's kind of depressing. Might have something to do with my slope being 0. Right. Probably want to set the slope to 1. By the way, if you don't like those funny push buttons, which irritate me, by the way, you can get rid of them. Don't show the increment decrement buttons when they go away.
Mm-hmm.
See those funny little increment decrement buttons?
Mm-hmm.
They're just a pain in the neck. I wish they wouldn't be the default. And they're gone. And if you want the font to be bigger, you can go, hey, I want the font to be bigger. And so we can run this now. And what the first thing we should do is we should put it in ice water, right? Because that's our technique, and we isolate the dickens out of this. See if we can't get it to be stable. And this is where we really like the fact that it's
This is like a heartbeat.
it's and it looks like I'm off by about what? 2.4. 2.4 in there, right? Somewhere in there. We're going to settle with 2.4.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2.4 is a pretty good number. So what I want to do is a constant I want to put minus 2.4, right? Which looks to be pretty close to 0. Close to 0? Yeah. Looks pretty close to 0, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we're going to go bold, and we're going to go.
And that's okay, can go to the hot water?
Yes, my rice cooker. Well, I have the pot of. I have a choice of the rice cooker or the tea kettle. Okay, so I suppose I could buy fancy laboratory equipment for this, but why?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I mean water, right?
That would work.
Right? Okay. I mean, this works fine. So what do? Get it nice and hot in there, right? And it's spitting at me because I'm boiling, and then I stick it down in there, and I don't have to do anything for the water because the boiling water agitated enough to where you can just let it stabilize, right? Ice water you have to stir up because it'll stratify. So if you don't keep it agitated, the cold will sink in the top, will go to the top will go to the bottom, and it won't. The natural convection is not enough to keep it a uniform temperature. It looks like I'm off by about what? About 1 degrees or 0.8 degrees, right? 0.8 degrees. So how am I going to fix that? Well, I want it to be 100, and I have a 100.8, right? So it looks like, what do I want? I want it to be 100, and I have 100.8. So how about I multiply it by 100 divided by 100.8, which would be a number slightly less than 1, right? So we have what, 100 and 100.8 divide, that's 0.992. Okay. Which looks to me it's calibrated at essentially 100. Hey, that was hard, wasn't it? Okay, we did a little 2-point calibration here. Not particularly difficult, right?
Maybe stick it back in the ice water, right?
Yep. See if we have any faith in ourselves. Let it cool down here a little bit, right? it looks.
No, it's not index field.
Because that's the one that indexes the array.
Maybe just 2 on your,
Hmm.
Yeah, it looks like it's off by about 0.4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like 0.4, averaging about 0.4 there.
Maybe minus a
You
lot.
can average a little more than that, so instead of 2.4, how about 0.2? Right? And that's averaging something around 0, right? Okay, and obviously we can go back and forth between these, but we're not changing it very much, right? I mean, I changed that one by what, 20%, which was a pretty big change. And
Right.
obviously I can go back to the others and we can just play games going back and forth here. Okay, so, then you get to record some signals and take some screenshots and write me something up and send me something nice. Okay?
Colorful.
Make me fancy pictures, thermometers on them, all kinds of good
It's not
stuff.
working.
What's that?
Enough for me.
Yes. Well, you've got fancy thermometers in there, right? There's all those fancy thermometer gauges that go up with fancy colors and all kinds of bells and whistles and circles and arrows in a paragraph on the back.
of each one.
Sorry.